another weekly preview here, AK47 over at tradecaster.com and Prime Trading Investments. Of course, Black Friday, Cyber Monday sales come on up from both. You better come over and get it. Big sales, 20, 30, 50% off sales coming on up, not only at tradecaster.com, but of course on Prime Trading Investments, where I do one-on-ones with traders. So if you guys need any help, I've helped people make over $100,000. A couple of people this year, just since March and April alone. Got a couple different people that made over $100,000. So there's more than just that. That's some of the top line, right? And I got people that I'm slowly working with where maybe I'm having to adjust with what they're doing and saying yes and saying no, right? I'm your mentor, your psychologist, your therapist, your coach, your motivator. I do all these little small things that you wouldn't think to do, put you kind of like through exercises and homework and pop quizzes that you aren't kind of doing, that you need to be doing if you're going to be becoming a successful stock trader. So if you need any help, go over to tradecaster.com. That's where we're streaming live every single day. And of course, my one-on-one website is Prime Trading Investments. Link is in the bio. You can get a hold of me and find it if you need. If you can't find it, I'll lead you to the right direction. Now, we are finally out of the channel that was up here, right? We started to get to the all-time highs after the election. We went crazy, got to that 600. I kept calling. I said we would see 600 before the year's end, and then I kept adjusting that. I just adjusted it once, saying because we just kept going up. I'm like, yeah, we're probably going to see it by October into November. And as you can see, you're kind of scrolling back here. I was saying that before September ever happened, because we can go back to the 4 hour here on the 100. I mean, in the summer, we were already up to 565. That's why I was saying this in the summer. And then we had this big pullback. I was like, all right, well, maybe I was wrong. Maybe we won't see 600. Then right back up we went, and this is where I was like, it's a done deal. You know, I remember this August into September. I kept talking about it. Had one slight pullback, this gorgeous 540 dip area, and you can see why it dipped where it dipped to. And then we took off to the races. You know, we've had these bigger moves in areas. You know, there was a bigger move, of course. Decent sized move in a few days. Another decent sized move, if not bigger, in a few days. My point being, do we channel back up through here? And I think we do. I don't think we quite get back into this channel. We get back into this one we were in September, maybe the October one. It's going to be one of these two, whether it's this channel right through here or this channel right through there. And so let's just go 2 levels on the way back on up. Back over 590 is going to be keyed about 590, 150-ish area, somewhere through there. I'm going to say more normal high of the week is right around there. Ultimate high of the week comes back from the true crack zone, which is going to be right around 595. But I know the 89 mark is super key. You know, somewhere right around there. It's going to be hard to get through that. Now, it depends on what we do on Monday and Tuesday. And typically, like I always talk about, the week before Thanksgiving, it's a little slower the next few days. It usually, after this pullback, I could see it being choppy Monday and Tuesday. But if we do get over 89 and 91.50, your ultimate high of the week takes it back up to 95. I don't think we get any higher than that this week. On the way back on down, for your normal low of the week, watch back under 83, 84 right here, 83.50, 84 for the pullback and to completely, and I'll go back a little bit further here like we just were. We'll go to the 30-minute time frame and we'll go out so we can see it as well. Right about right through there, right? And so back under this, see, we're starting to get into this territory, which is going to then also, I think we create the chop, is because, A, we dumped so hard, and so I don't see a lot of pushback up, and a lot of traders are like, whoa, that was a big roller coaster ride the last couple of days down. And then we're getting into this channel, so I don't think there's a lot of room to go down. Under this 83.40, or what's it, 83? It is about 83.90 to about 84. I will say watch for a normal low of the week, and it gets a little choppy, so we don't move down a lot. Somewhere just in the middle of it, 81.50, 82.50, not all the way down to 80. You know, you know what? I'll even include that somewhere in there. Somewhere between this 82.50 and 80 mark would be your normal low of the week. Ultimate low of the week takes it back down to this little dip area, and then takes it back to the previous channel. You know, when we're starting to almost get back, not fully down into the September one right here, which will be all the way down to 65, which is the bottom of it, somewhere around that area. I'd say we get to about 75, which would be fully cracking out of this channel, which would be holding around 80, 580 if we do that. And then we'd get down to 77.50, then down to 75. So essentially about 9 to 10 up, 9 to 10 down would be your ultimate low and high of the week. Now let's go alphabetical style here. Again, I feel a little chop coming up to start the week. Plus being back into this channel, as you can see that we're now into this channel, right? We were up high, now we're back down low again. I think we just based in this area with your normal high of the week, 875 rule, there you go. Ultimate high of the week, if we do get a bigger green day, and it would take one across the board, probably even with the SPY, for the move up through 2875 for the move through 30 up to about 232. On the way down, under 24, you got it, you see it. 219.70, that'll be your normal low of the week, ultimate low of the week. Got to go back to the 4 hour here. And it would be a nice good crack if we do get back under the 220 mark. Would be a move down to around 217. 217, ultimate low of the week right there for Apple. AMD looking pretty good here recently, finally cracking back on down. Again, you can see, I'm going to leave it right here for now on that 132.50 mark. And that'll be my normal low of the week. Create a new low that we didn't create last week and go a little bit lower to 132.50. Ultimate low of the week takes it through 130 down to around 127.50. 127.50 ultimate lows right there for AMD. On the way back up, look at that gorgeous downtrend. Watch for a downtrend break and a break back through 138 for the move to 140. 140-ish to about 141 right here will be your normal high of the week. Ultimate high of the week then takes it to this low from last Tuesday. You'll magnet then up to 143.70 and then eventually up to about 145 for your ultimate high of the week. Amazon up to all-time highs last week. Very good moves here recently. Finally, from the election, then going up to 200 plus, right? So we've had that big movement all the way back here, the fourth. Where's the fourth at? My bad. Right here. There's the fourth. I know that seems like I didn't remember that Tuesdays are pretty good days here, except for this was a pretty gross Tuesday. We had a couple of big Tuesdays there. On the way up, over finally 200. Got that break, and it was a huge day. The day we did finally set all-time high, and we had another one on this Wednesday right there, as you can see when we shot up. So 2 really nice Wednesdays setting new all-time highs. Just kind of want to point that out. We're moving a little bigger now. I still, like other places, think we chop a little bit to start the week after the big tug on Friday, and really from Thursday as well. We're going from 216 all the way down to 200. That's a $16 move for Amazon after earnings. There's no earnings. There's nothing that made it move that much, except for just this. Now it's a $200 play. So my point being, the higher in price these plays move, like Meta getting to 600, blah blah, Netflix, they'll move bigger and bigger on it, just like the SPY does. SPY doesn't move $1 or $2 like it used to. It moves $4, $5, sometimes $6, $7, $8 in a day. It's a $500 ticker. Now on the way back on down, I'm gonna stay with 200 as my normal low of the week. Ultimate low of the week comes right down to 195. I think we move a little bit choppier this week. Kind of like we did in about this 5-day stretch right through here, or I guess we had that was one of the 5 or could have been part of the 5, but right here, see how we channel up for 4 days? I see a lot of that happening this week. So normal 200, ultimate down to 195. On the way back on up, over 205 to about 206 is going to be key. I'll go normal high there. Ultimate high then takes it back up to around the 210 area, maybe a hair over it. Over to ARM. Downtrend break is going to be key if and when we can break it, which would be right about 132.50 by the time Monday opening bell comes for the pop up to 135 in your normal high of the week. That was the crack zone I called out on Friday, which was magnificent. Over 135 for your normal high of the week, I should say for your ultimate high of the week, over your normal high of the week, would take it up to 138.75 and then up to 140. 140 ultimate highs, 135 normal. On the way back on down, watch back under 126.80 here, and you can see we have not been under that in quite a while. Would lead to a great short under this mark, which you can see kind of hanging up in this area. We would immediately come down to 125. If not, you can see here down about in the 124s. I'll go even lower and say 120 right here to this little area of 122, normal low of the week, 122.50 to 122. Ultimate lows takes it to 120. Over to the Gugatronius land. Justin, it's OBS, sorry. Over to Google. As you can see, yet another play in a downtrend. Would be right about 176 to about 170. By the time you get to it on Monday, it'll probably be about 176, maybe a hair over it. Low of day on Thursday, break of the downtrend. Watch for the squeeze easily to 176.70, if not all the way immediately up to 177.70. Over that, watch for the pop up to 178.75 to 179.50 for your normal high of the week. Ultimate high of the week, we're going right back to this all-time high area. I think that's all-time high, right around 184, isn't it? Oh, okay, I forgot. We did 190s before. Well, the high in the channel here recently, which is right around 184, ultimate highs there. For the way back on down, watch back under 172.50 for the move to 172. Under 172 for the move down to around 170.50 to 170. Under 170, you can see this little lower hanging shadow of 169.50. That'll be my normal low of the week. My ultimate low of the week will take it back down to right here to 166 for your ultimate lows. Over to Metasauce. really gross here recently. I will go just straight up and say levels. Not going to talk about it besides it's being gross. The short hopefully should work out here that I want to bring up secondly, but longs, watch over 560 to 565. Over that to then 570 to 7250, I should say. You can see the resistance there. Somewhere right around there for your or normal high of the week. Ultimate high of the week, watch for a pop back up to 580. For your way down, under 550, 150. We have not been here in a minute, team. We are immediately cracking down to 544. Under 544 to 545 area, down to 540. Normal lows there. Ultimate lows down to 530 for your ultimate lows of the week here. I'm telling you, this under 550, that big whole round number on Meta, that is looking really juicy for a short this week. I'm going to have high eyes on that one. That's a new saying. I've never heard that one before. I'm going to have high eyes on it. I've got some weird sayings, okay? I just make them up right in my head out of nowhere. Over 1650 here. Over this 16 to 1650 mark. Watch for the pop into Wednesday's low of day. So watch for Monday's low of day to break, to move to Tuesday, and then Wednesday's low of day area, right? Over that, then to Thursday's low of day, which is 420. Over 420, then we have room to run up to about, I'll go right there at first, 420, 180. And then we'll go normal high of the week right around 473, like damn, 423.75. Ultimate high of the week then takes it back up to at least 427, if not 428. On the way back on down, that crack looks pretty decent too, under 413.50, at least down to this 412 mark, if not 411. Under 411, we're going to go straight down to this 406 mark for your normal low of the week. Ultimate low of the week under 406, and you're going to be one of those levels we haven't been under in a while, down to 400. So if we do get below 406, normal lows there, ultimate lows to 400. Netflix has been pretty gross. I'll go over it though. It's been a little choppy at all-time highs, but normal high of the week, 841. That's all-time high. Ultimate high of the week, over 841 to new all-time highs. We'll give it up to 850. 850. Down below, watch back under 817 for the crack through to around 807. Under 807, down to 800 for ultimate lows. Over to NVIDIA. Nice peak at 150. All-time high there. You can see these round numbers showing up. For the move up, 146 normal high of the week, 150 ultimate highs. On the way down, under 140, great whole round number there. I'm going to go under 140, down to 139 to 138.75 rule. Normal low of the week there. Ultimate low of the week then takes it down to this 137 mark. 137 ultimate low of the week for NVIDIA. It's moving a little choppy here. Not a lot of range most days. Q. Talked about this one on Friday too as well. Some traders banked on it, and I said, hey, we have not been under this 504 mark in quite a while. Under 504, the 50 boys are going to come out and pate, and we're flying down to 500. And under 500, we might even see I forgot what my ultimate low was on Friday, but it was low, and there was a crack. Back under, that's a $10 day. Under 495, watch for a crack down here to 493.25.50 area, down to 493. Under that, then you're down to this little sandwich area, old resistance becoming new support there at 491, normal low of the week. Ultimate low of the week then cracks it back down yonder to 484. On the way up, got to get back over 505, or I should say, well, of course, I'm not even there yet. Got to back over 497.50, then 498.75 to 500. Then that'll take us up to 504, the crack zone. Normal high of the week there. Ultimate high of the week over the 504, boys. Watch for a but a pop up to 506.50-ish to 507.50 for your ultimate high of the week. Let's go to Tesla. Last but not least here, the big daddy from recently. I mean, we're talking, look at the move from the election moving forward. We're in the 230s, 240s, and we go parabolic. We're talking $120 there, $125. Woo! All right, on the way up, watch back over this 325 mark for the move up to around 320 or 333. Over that to 336, and then over 336 we'll go to 340, and just over that to last Wednesday's high, which is about 343, normal high of the week. Ultimate highs back to the peak at 358 to 360. On the way back on down, this area right here will be your normal low of the week, this 305 mark, down to around 300, somewhere in there will be your normal low of the week. If we crack through 300, we're immediately falling down to 290, and that will be your ultimate low of the week at Tesla on 290. Some of these plays, watch for the downtrend break. Going back to a lot of these in the get-go, that's got a minor downtrend on Apple. AMD's got a longer downtrend. Some of these plays, Amazon's a couple days long. The play I like the most will be that Meta short under 550, just because we have not been there in a while, under that in a while, and it is a whole round big number. Watch for chop for the first couple of days. Could be choppy all week, maybe a day or two there. That's pretty decent. Of course, when we move into this week right before Thanksgiving, it does get that way. And especially, I would imagine, after the big moves we made on Thursday and Friday on some of these plays. Come over and take advantage of the Black Friday and Cyber Monday sales over on TradeCaster. And, of course, PrimeTradingInvestments.com, my website where I do the one-on-ones. You need any help, hit me up. I'll get you charting like a champ. And, of course, trading like a champ. See you next week.